What is up, folks? My name is Scan Commentary, and today we're going to be talking about how the Clive Barker fans are kinda eating good this year. Alright, I'll get into that in first second. First, I'm just gonna say that I'm happy to be back, and you're gonna have to excuse the kind of cropped thing on the gameplay here. Working my ass off to get the gameplay stuff working, and it's just been a pain in the ass. But let's talk about some interesting news. And I'm gonna begin this news story with that a couple months ago, my beloved Pinhead, Mr. I Came, got removed from Dead by Daylight, which sucks as a Pinhead main. But recently we got news of Clive Barker's Hellraiser revival, and a trailer dropped yesterday, and my god, this looks good. This looks really good. And on Clive Barker's website, which I frequent maybe a little bit too much, though I've almost read all his novels, so you know, he has released a bit of an about thing. So I'm gonna read from this and discuss it. Saber Interactive, who also made World War Z, for example, and Bastion Games announced their upcoming Hellraiser revival, a single-player game for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series XS. Following the online teasers in recent days, 22nd July 2021 sees announcement which invites players to play the story of Aidan, who must use the power of a mysterious puzzle box, the Genesis configuration, to help his girlfriend Sunny escape from otherworldly hellscape of the labyrinth. Wield the power of the box, survive your bargain with the infamous Pinhead, and do battle with the horrific cult devoted to the Cenobites. Barker's Hellraiser revival is available now for wish listing, and various collector's edition bundles are available for pre-order via Bastion Games. And one of these pre-order collector's edition things, it costs $200, $300 or something like that, and I get a literal Cenobite statue with puzzle box and LED features, and a collector edition box, and fucking Hellraiser trading card. Heck yeah, I'm probably gonna be ordering that. I don't need my studies anymore. I'm gonna order a Pinhead statue. Shows how much of a fan of Hellraiser I truly am. And then there are some interviews here on Clive Barker's website, and here are some of the key features of the game. Terrifying new story in the Hellraiser universe. Heck yeah. Discovering a chilling new story in the iconic horror franchise as you unwittingly kickstart Pinheads. Voiced by Doug Bradley. Ritual to unleash ultimate torment of the world. Unleash the power of the box. Harness unique abilities of the Genesis configuration in combination with an arsenal of earthly weapons to inflict bone-breaking, flesh-searing pain or pleasure upon your enemies. Battle for survival against Hell's armies. Take on Hell's wretches, deviant, cultists, and most infernal priests in an unholy war for your immortal soul. And with this, I think this sounds really interesting, and I've already wishlisted the game. We can maybe see some clips from the trailer and see how good this looks. Like, you know, this looks great. And I'm getting major, like, Resident Evil Village vibes. I actually tried to have Village as gameplay, but the recording software just didn't want to work with me. But I think that if this is good, if this comes out as good as I hope, I think this is going to be the game I'll be playing throughout 2026 or 2027, whenever it gets released. They still haven't announced any date for when it's gonna get released, but if we check Steam, now they have us coming soon. And this game, the trailer, it's literally the Hellraiser feel. It reminds me so much of the first movie from, you know, the book, because yes, there are multiple Hellraiser books. We have the Hellbound Heart and the Scarlet Gospels, and I'm gonna see if Zayton can put this image in, but I literally own like a collector's signed edition of the Scarlet Gospels, so you can see how big of a fan I am of Hellraiser. And the feel this has, it looks like something straight out of Clive Barker's magical, mystical world of pleasure and pain. Hooks and chains, and similar games you've been playing, Resident Evil Village and Resident Evil 4. Yeah, I think that this is going to be really good. And you know, scrolling around a little bit here on Steam, there are so many things that look so great. Like it seems like some form of like similar thing to Frank from the movie, and you know, the Cenobites. And there's one thing I'm a little bit worried about, and this is just me having read the majority of Clive Barker's books and seen a bunch of his movies. I'd say I know Clive Barker's style and opinions kind of well, having read and watched a ton of interviews as well. But I think that this reveal, at least what it says on the website, this is not written by Clive, because Clive hates the name Pinhead. He calls Pinhead the Hell Priest, which is something I do as well. And the Genesis configuration, in the book it's called the Lament Shard configuration. In the movie it's the Lament configuration. I'm way too much of a nerd for this anyway, so but with this, I think that they've taken some liberties. I don't know how close Clive has been working on Hellraiser Revival. I think it feels like they're trying to kind of mimic his style rather than... But also saying that one of the interviews that they've been working alongside with Clive to create the tense gameplay, and that he's been deeply involved with the game. So I am a little bit... I'm a little bit scared with how well they'll keep Clive's vision of it. That is the only thing I am worried about, because this could go one of two ways. It could either be an amazing game and a revival, haha, for the Hellraiser series. Maybe it could become like almost a new Resident Evil kind of thing, or it could go the way of Clive's other games, with them being forgotten and unlisted and stuff like that. That probably says how long I've been trying to get my hands on a copy of Clive Barker's Jericho. Just say that. But these are some genuinely great news, and I think that we have something really good here. And with this being one of two big reveals this year, or two big, or actually three big Clive Barker kind of releases this year. We've also gotten Jump Tribe, which is Clive's latest book, though it is a collection of stories that were written back in 2005. I read Jump Tribe. It was good. It was nice. It was a cute little short story collection. A good time all in all. And we're getting Next Testament, a complete collection edition of it. Not too hyped on that. But this could be, since back in March of 2024, Clive released some updates on that he is working on a bunch of projects. He has stopped going to conventions to just focus on the 30 plus project he's been working on. And since this, I think that Jump Tribe was one of them, because Clive, if I'm not mistaken, he has made the art for it. I'm gonna double check it, so just to be sure. It doesn't say anywhere about the art, but me knowing how Clive Barker works, he likes to make a lot of art for his books. It's most likely that. And with Jump Tribe being published, and now Next Testament, I think the Next Testament wasn't one of those projects. The Jump Tribe, and I'm going to say that maybe Revival was one of those 30 plus projects he's been working on. So he said mainly about books, but I think that let's add then 15. Let's say it's been working on 15 other projects that being movies and games. So what else can we expect from Clive Barker? On his website, on his upcoming things, we have the Abarat 4 and 5 volumes. We got Deep Heal, Fear Eternal, Presence of Death Breath, The Art 3, Cabal 2 and 3, Galilei 2, Thief of Always 2, Black's The Devil's Rainbow, another children's book, and 3 other things. I think the next book we're gonna get from Clive is Abarat 4, because there has been a bunch of mentions of it, that it's being close to done, or it's almost there. He's been saying that for 10 years though, so I hope that. Or maybe Fear Eternal, because he said that there were 2 or 3 or whatever it was recently finished short stories for it, and a novella called I should double check what it's called. I don't have it at the top of my head right now. The Mercy and the Jackal. Yeah, Mercy and the Jackal. So we've got that coming up as well. I don't know when we're gonna get new Barker news. Though with Hellraiser Revival coming soon, we're eating good this year. I have high hopes for Revival, but I think they're gonna be met, and I'm definitely gonna be playing Hellraiser Revival when it gets released. Now, what do you guys think out there? We got any more Clive Barker fans here? Do you think it's gonna be similar to Scarlet Gospels or Hellbound Heart or the movies? And it's gonna be interesting. What Clive Barker projects do you think is on the horizon? Please comment your thoughts down below. Until next time, I'm Skunk Commentary, talking about writers for some reason, and Hellraiser, and signing out. Take care, folks, and bye bye.